Good morning, everybody. Um, Daisy and I are nearing the 100-day mark of our sobriety, and I've realized that I've just been posting videos on how many days I've been sober and a couple on disc golf, and not really on any about me or who I am. I mean, I'm sure some of the subscribers know me personally and know who I am, but for others, they've just been watching me count numbers. And so, as I near 100 days, I want to tell a couple things about who I am and about myself, and let some of the people know some things about me. Uh, I am 40. Um, I did grow up in Michigan, Hastings, Michigan. I was adopted with my two older brothers. We were put up for adoption when I was very young, about 6 months, and I was adopted with my two older brothers. Not going to go much into my childhood for reasons. You could say there's different opinions about my childhood. Needless to say, I moved out of my house around when I was 17 years old, and graduated high school in 2002. And from there, started my life of crime, I guess you could say. Was put on probation that summer in 2002, and I rebelled hard, got into the party scene, the drug dealing scene. For a minute, I was a party favorite itself. I used everything. I cheated, I stole, I lied. Basically, I was that person your parents told you to stay away from. I was the instigator, and I was smart. I was intelligent. So I knew how to use it to get my way, to manipulate my way through life. I manipulated my way through probation. Eventually landed myself in prison in 2005 for failing a drug test for marijuana, for multiple drug tests failed for marijuana. And was released in 2006. That was the same year my daughter was born. My son was born the following year, and so proceeded my becoming a father. And I didn't stop being who I was, and over time, me neglecting my responsibilities as a father led to me losing my children to the woman I called mother growing up. I had them long enough to watch them grow. I had them long enough to watch them become people. And I had them long enough for it to hurt when I lost them. For years, I blamed other people. I blamed the courts. I blamed my family. I blamed anybody but me. And I went into a dark spot. And for years, I lied to myself, saying I was going to build something for him, and I was going to see him, and I was going to try. And over the years, it got easier and easier not to try. It got easier and easier to lie. And my son will turn 18 this year. And I've seen him once in over 10 years. I did not want to be a dad. I love my kids to this day. And if they do see this, I love you. And I'm sorry. And I know that almost 100 days of sobriety isn't worth everything I've missed, or give me the right to be a dad again, but I would love it. Anyway, So yeah, I never let's after prison I was on parole until 2010 when I maxed out from my original charge in 2002. And excuse me. And I proceeded to continue my life of crime, manipulation, and whatever else I fucking wanted to do. Really showed everybody exactly what everybody thought, that I was a smart individual who was wasting my potential. And I kept lying to myself, saying that I could live the life that I was living and still be somebody. I bounced around from couch to house, never having a stable home. Run-ins with the law everywhere I went, constantly thrown back into jail, never went back to prison. I think I said, if it was happening, I was in the middle of it. And I got older and I got older, and it became stupid and it became not cool, and people started ignoring me and didn't want me around. And even though we had always been friends, I wasn't good company. I wasn't somebody you wanted at your get together. I wasn't disliked. I was just really disapproved of. Been through multiple rehabs, halfway houses, homes, and I worked around 30, I want to say. I started working on an Arabian horse farm, fell in love with horses. That's another part of my life. And fucked that up eventually. Let drugs get in the way of that, let my own pride get in the way of that. Basically, I've let drugs and my pride get in the way of everything. Me and the mother of my children were toxic, and let's not talk about that. My relationship with my family, that's a different day. My relationship with my brother Matt, best, longest relationship I've had in my life. My brother is my rock. He has helped and provided for me more than I deserve. He just became rated the #1 pawn shop in West Michigan. We got that notification yesterday. It's awesome. He's built a lot. He's helped a lot of people. And without my brother, I wouldn't be sitting here nearing 100 days of sobriety. And if you're watching all this, forgive me, I'm doing this all in one take. I don't want to split it up. So it's a little bit about me. I could fill in the blanks later. I know I kind of jumped around there. Getting into about my kids kind of threw me off. I miss my children every day. And if they do watch this, I want to apologize. You owe me nothing, and I owe you everything. I never wanted to lose you. I should have fought. I should have fought hard. I should have fought tooth and nail, but I gave up. I shouldn't have. But you were loved. You were loved. There's a lot of people you don't know that love you. There's a lot. And I'm sorry I couldn't take care of you. I'm sorry I'm just now deciding to become a man. I love you, kids. Your Uncle Matt loves you. But I'm sorry. But I'm never gonna go back to that person. For me. And I should have become a man a long time ago. And I should have done what was right a long time ago. Anyway, so I'm nearing 100 days of sobriety, and I have a story to tell, and I want to tell it with you guys, and I want people to know that everybody gets high in life. Some people get high off of biking. Some people get high off of the sun coming up in the morning. Some people get high off of just riding a bike. And then some people get high off substances, and those substances, they don't make them powerless. They block them from knowing that they're powerful. And those substances blocked me for 23 years and gave me false confidence and gave me a high I realized was blocking all other highs in life. And if you've done drugs, or if you're doing drugs, in the long run, they're not fun. They're not. One day you turn 40 and you don't want to smile in front of people because you have no teeth, or your teeth are ugly. You're afraid to walk into places because people don't want to look you in the eye. And those 23 years of fun turn out to be a curse. They turn out to be a giant mess. They turn out to be years of you looking for something that was right there when you first started looking. Because I would trade 23 years of my life to go back to the moment that I lost my children. To go back to that high. To be that high again on life. And I'm not blaming drugs. And I'm not blaming alcohol. I'm blaming myself. I listened to the false confidence that drugs gave me, and I let it block my power. You are powerful, and you can overcome addiction, and you can overcome wanting to use drugs, and you can overcome being somebody that people aren't proud of anymore. And I am blessed that throughout my life I've had my brother. And I've had people who have been willing to not give up on me. And I am blessed to have all those friends who didn't let me sleep on those couches, who didn't enable me, who didn't give me the dollars I asked for. I am blessed that my children are grown and healthy. And I am blessed that I can sit here and say that I am sober for the first time in 23 years. And I have learned how to get high on life. I have seen that I am powerful, the opportunities that have opened up, the thinking that I am back to thinking. The life that I should have lived 23 years ago is now being lived. It's been a hell of a ride. And these 23 seasons have been a show I would watch. But for those watching, for my followers and subscribers, and for those who are just seeing this for the first time, this is a season you're not going to want to miss. This is the season that everybody's been waiting for. This is the season that I take flight. And I want you guys to come with me. And I want to share it with you, and I want to share it with the world. And I want other people out there to be inspired. And I want other people out there to know that for those who believe we live on a globe, you can dig a hole and come out on the top of a mountain. I'm not telling you to keep digging. I'm telling you, if you hit rock bottom, put your feet on solid ground. And there's only one place to go from there, and that's up. And you can do it. We can all do it. So thank you again. I'm sorry for the emotion, but now you guys know a little bit about myself, a little bit about who I am, and I want to thank you. So let's do this. Let's be the person that everybody has always known I could be. Let's make myself proud. Let's make others proud. And maybe one day, let's be a dad again. This updated Diggin e-bike got a flat tire. I'm going to start delivering. We're going to start rocking this shit out. Again, thank you. Have a great day.